I try to be pretty nice inside of this community and to support the community as best as possible. But there is one thing that I am no longer doing just to be nice inside of this community. And I want you to consider this for yourself as well, because this is a mental, emotional, and physical health kind of thing. And that is, I no longer accept random friend requests from authors on my Facebook. I have, over the years, and many of my author friends have been through this, just accepted when we saw somebody with the title of author or who had connections to people we knew when they sent us those friend requests. Every once in a while, it was fine, but every once in a while, it was not fine. And so over the years, we've seen a lot of shady things go down when you are friending these people on Facebook. Now, if you have connections, if there's a good number of people that you have in common, and you want to friend these people, by all means, go ahead and try it. But if they're just random people that have like one connection or no connections, it's one you need to consider. Do your research. Go look them up. Look up their website, look up their social media, look up their Amazon pages, know who they are. So often we see these things fall into two categories. One is the scammer, spammer category, where they are asking you to buy their book, buy their course, buy their things to get in your space, or they are looking to like drain your knowledge, which is never a good thing. But the other is much darker. We tend to have some very predatory people in this space. And I'm not going to get too specific. I'm going to be pretty vague on this just because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a little vague on this so that I don't call out specific things. But we have seen again and again and again. I have personally seen it. My author friends have seen it. We've all seen it. We've experienced it. We understand that there are bad actors in this community and they will come in and try to friend you on Facebook. Sometimes they will have lots of people in common with you and sometimes they'll have nothing in common with you. And if you accept them, they will at some point slide into your DMs and be inappropriate. They will be harassing. They will be inappropriate. They will be explicit. They will just, it's not a good situation. And again and again and again, we see this with these different types of bad actors, or let's call them bad actors and poor actors. So we'll classify them in kind of different levels, and it can get scary and it can get bad and it can get frustrating and annoying and just mean and not good. And so I have had to remove friends. I've had to block people. I've had to report people. I've had to report people to the community. And we've all, especially if you are, female in this community, you get a lot of harassment. And so I no longer accept these friend requests. If I don't have like 30, 40 people in common with them, if I do not know their name, if I have not heard of them, if I have not seen them actively participating in author groups, I will not accept those. And I am very, very specific on having a little more leeway towards certain types of people as opposed to other genders. I was going to be a little vague about it, but like it is what it is. I'm very, very, very specific on not friending these people. I simply will not do it. If we have not talked, if we have not been in author groups together, if I've not seen you actively community participating in the community, I'm just not going to do it. I won't do it. If we only have like one person in common or no people in common, I won't do it. If it is from a profile that does not have a lot of like good quality posts where they're interacting with the community, if it's like buy my book or I exist or like weird memes, hard pass. And the more you do it, the longer in this industry, the more you will be able to look at something and know what's up. I actually have it down to a science at this point. With a lot of these things, I can tell you how long it's going to take for certain entities to slide into my DMs, and I can tell you how they're going to try to engage with me. Like I'm pretty almost line for line in a lot of these circumstances. So you'll learn, but I do recommend, especially if you're new, don't just accept friend requests. It is not worth it. Just don't do it. I would rather you say no and then eventually get to know that person inside of a group and then refriend them or deal with it later on than to see you take it on and have to go through situations that just waste your time and your space and your energy and all of these things. So be careful. It's the one thing that I'm just not doing to be nice anymore. I used to do it to be nice. I used to do it to be friendly. I used to do it to be professional in the community, and I absolutely refuse to do it now, and most of my author friends do as well, because we've had such horrific experiences with a lot of these things. So just be careful. Just be careful who you let into your personal space. Your Facebook truly is your personal space. They're going to see your professional posts and your personal posts. They will have access to your photos. They will have access to your family connections. They will have access to where you live. Like, there's a lot of information these people can get. So don't do it just to be professional and nice. Make sure you have done at least a little bit of research before you accept things. And I would rather see you say no and then change that later on than to have to deal with the outcome of a lot of the things that will go down if you just say yes to a bunch of people. Drop your questions down below. Feel free to leave your horror stories. Don't call anybody out by name, but feel free to leave your horror stories. We are here to celebrate the community and to engage with us together because we've all been there. And if you've got questions, drop them. We are doing daily videos here to help you navigate the world of publishing to keep you safe and healthy and profitable inside of this space through your writing and your marketing and your publishing and all of those things here on the channel. So we'll see you in the upcoming episodes.